Hey, hi all. Once again, welcome to Mathematics Mania YouTube channel. So in the previous video, we saw the derivative of exponential function. Yeah, and in this video, we will see the nth derivative of trigonometric function. Yeah, so let's start with cos of ax plus b. So let's write y is equal to cos of ax plus b. So we know that the derivative of cos x is minus sin x. So we'll start from that. So since y is equal to cos of ax plus b, so y1 will become minus sin of ax plus b, and we have to apply the chain rule here. So the derivative of ax plus b, so the coefficient of x is a here, so that will become minus sin of ax plus b into a, so that will be equal to minus a into sin of ax plus b. Yeah, so this will be equal to minus a into sin of ax plus b. This can be written as, so we know that cos of pi by 2 plus theta is nothing but minus sin theta. Cos of pi by 2 plus theta is nothing but minus sin theta, right? So this is the property of complementary angles of a trigonometry, because in the quadrant, if we take, so it is 0, pi by 2, pi and 3 pi by 2. So here all angles are positive. Here only sine angles is positive. Here sine and cosine, sine and cosecant, and here tan and cot, here cos and sec, right? So cos pi by 2 plus theta. Pi by 2 plus theta is in the second quadrant, but cos is negative there. So cos of pi by 2 plus theta will be minus sin theta. So let's write this in terms of cos itself, because given function y is in cos term, so we can write this also in terms of cos only. So that will become minus a into, we can write this one, sin of ax plus b can be written as cos of pi by 2 plus ax plus b, right? So cos of pi by 2 plus ax plus b will become minus sin of ax plus b. So a is there, that I am keeping as it is here, right? Cos of pi by 2 plus theta is minus sin theta. So cos of pi by 2 plus ax plus b will become minus sin ax plus b. So this is our the first order derivative y1. So let me take the second order derivative. Y2 will be equal to, so let me just take the previous one, this one, minus a into sin of ax plus b. Sin of ax plus b will become cos of ax plus b, because derivative of sin x is cos x itself. So minus a is already there, so minus a into sin of ax plus b will become cos of ax plus b into derivative of ax is a. So that will be equal to minus a into a will make it as minus a square into cos of ax plus b. So we can write it as cos of ax plus b. Here what we can do is, so minus a square into cos of ax plus b. So this also let's try to write in terms of pi by 2 plus something, so that we will be able to relate when we go and find the nth derivative, right? So we know that complementary angles cos pi by 2 plus theta or cos pi by 2 minus theta, cos will change to sine and sine will change to cos. That is when we have n plus 1 by n plus 1 into pi by 2 plus theta. If we are taking n pi plus theta, so what happens, that is cos pi plus theta will become minus cos theta itself, right? If it is n plus 1 into pi by 2 plus theta, cos will change to sine and sine will change to cos. If it is just pi, 2 pi, 3 pi or 4 pi, that is n pi plus theta will make it as itself, that is cos pi plus theta is nothing but minus cos theta, yeah. So here what we can do is, yeah, now so here what it will happen, so minus, so here minus a square will it be there as minus a square itself into cos ax plus b. So if I have to write cos ax plus b in terms of this pi by 2 plus something, so what I can write here is cos of pi plus ax plus b, right? Cos of pi plus ax plus b, right? So now what happens, pi plus ax plus b will make it as minus cos minus cos ax plus b, so this will become plus here. So this can also be written as a square into cos of I will write it as 2 divided by 2 into pi by 2. I need it in terms of pi by 2. Okay, here y1 was also there in terms of pi by 2. So here I will write it as 2 into pi by 2. So that 2 get cancelled, so pi will remain there. So 2 into pi by 2 plus ax plus b. So y2 will be a square into cos of 2 into pi by 2 plus ax plus b. Okay, so let's differentiate this function minus a square cos of ax plus b with respect to x again. So we will get y3 will be equal to, when I go for y3, so I have minus a square here as it is, so let it be minus a square. This I am going to differentiate, I am not taking this pi by 2 thing. Minus a square into cos of ax plus b. Cos of ax plus b is minus sine of ax plus b, minus sine of ax plus b, right, into derivative of ax, that is a. So that will be equal to a minus into minus will make it as plus, a square into a, that will be a cube into sine of ax plus b. So I need here positive sine of ax plus b. When I need here positive sine of ax plus b, what I should do? Where the when I write pi by 2 plus something or pi by 2 minus something, here sine is there, I have to convert this term to cos first. So here it is 3 pi by 2 is there, and in fourth quadrant cos is positive, right? So what happens, this I can write this as a cube into cos of ax plus b can be written as, sorry, sine of ax plus b can be written as cos of 3 pi by 2 plus ax plus b, right? Because 3 pi by 2 plus something, 3 pi by 2 plus theta is in the fourth quadrant. In the fourth quadrant cos is positive, right? So cos of 3 pi by 2 plus something, so it is n plus 1 of pi by 2 plus theta, so this will be sin theta, and cos is positive in the fourth quadrant, so this will become sin of ax plus b positive. So that will be equal to a cube into cos of 3 pi by 2 plus ax plus b, and so on. If we go on, what will our yn be equal to? Yn will be equal to, so we saw here when it is y1, we saw it is a raised to 1, right, minus it is a raised to 1 into cos of pi by 2 plus ax plus b. Yeah, so this is positive, right? This is because when I take cos of something, it will become positive. A raised to 1 into cos of pi by 2 plus ax plus b. So I can write it as 1 pi by 2, right? Pi by 2 is nothing but 1 pi by 2. And here y2, when I was taking it, is a square into cos of 2 into pi by 2 plus ax plus b. When I am taking y3, it is cos of 3 into pi by 2 plus ax plus b. So when I am taking nth term, it will become a raised to n into cos of, see, 1 and it was 1 pi by 2, 2 it is 2 pi by 2, 3 it is 3 pi by 2, so this will become n pi by 2 plus ax plus b. So that is the nth derivative of y is equal to cos of ax plus b. Cos of a nth derivative of cos of ax plus b will be given by yn will be equal to a raised to n into cos of n pi by 2 plus ax plus b, where a raised to n is the a is the coefficient of x. So similarly, yeah, if y is equal to similarly when y is equal to sine of ax plus b, when we take y is equal to sine of ax plus b, we will get, yeah, so yn will be equal to, similar to the cos, a raised to n into sine of n pi by 2 plus ax plus b. So this will be the nth derivative of sine of ax plus b. So the same thing holds good here also. Here also we have to go for y1, y2, y3, just like how we took for cos of ax plus b. Same steps will follow here, because cos will change to sin and sin will change to cos, and the sign of the terms will depend upon our quadrants. So similar way we will be able to derive. So the nth derivative of cos of ax plus b is nothing but a raised to n cos of n pi by 2 plus ax plus b, and similarly we can derive y is equal to sin of ax plus b will be a raised to n into sin of n pi by 2 plus ax plus b. So please memorize these formulas. So this will be very important for us to solve the numericals in our upcoming videos. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. So if you have any questions, please reach out to me through my YouTube channel, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.